Meanwhile, voters in Guinea go to the polls Sunday for a much-delayed second round of presidential voting that is meant to end nearly 2 years of military rule. VOA West Africa correspondent Scott Stearns has that story.
Less than a month ago, it was all smiles between presidential candidates Cellou Diallo and Alpha Condé as they agreed to include the other in a new government, regardless of who wins their head-to-head runoff. But campaigning since then has turned violent, with Condé supporters saying they were poisoned by Diallo supporters at a political rally. Many Condé supporters did get sick after drinking water at that rally, but the cause of the illness is still under investigation. Diallo supporters say they were attacked on their way home from a rival rally. Shops owned by members of Diallo's ethnic group were looted. Both Diallo, the former prime minister, and Condé, the longtime opposition leader, have called on their supporters to stop the violence and abide by a regional accord that calls for political responsibility to preserve peace. The deal is meant to return Guinea to civilian rule nearly 2 years after soldiers took power. John Stremlaw is observing the election for the Carter Center. He says he's looking for the same kind of popular engagement and patience exhibited by voters in June's first round of voting.
That was an inspiring election, and one gets a little impatient sometimes with the political infighting inside Conakry when the country seems eager to move on to a new era in national development.
Diallo and Condé have been waiting nearly 5 months for this runoff to choose Guinea's first truly democratically elected leader. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon is calling on both candidates to accept the outcome of Sunday's vote, saying those who exploit ethnicity and incite violence must be held accountable. Scott Stearns, VOA News, Dakar.